Today's toy spot is on the Incredible Hulk movie figures. Today we're looking at the... we're not quite looking at the Hulk, my friends. We're looking at actually Abomination with a steel pipe weapon. Eh? You're looking at that too and you're probably thinking, hey, that's not Hulk. No, it ain't Hulk, my friends. Clearly they've packaged this figure wrong. Usually most people wonder this, and let me answer this for you. You ever get a figure and it's in the wrong package? Like it's such as this. Clearly we have Abomination, but he's packaged in a Hulk package. People have asked, does that increase the value of it? And my answer to you is no. It increases no such value to this figure whatsoever. And the only reason why, well, boils down to the fact that usually factory defects happen frequently, or happen enough that it's not a once, one out of a million kind of figures, which it probably is anyways. But the only time something like this, a repack or a mispack, would be worth something is if there was something substantially wrong with the figure or the way the package is done, and it was in a limited quantity. For example, say if Abomination had a big, I don't know, maybe the side of his face was melted, or maybe there was something on the figure itself, and there was only like 100 of them that collectors found that were released in error. Then the value of the figure might go up. Then people might say, oh, I want to get one of those 100 glitched or factory errored Abominations. But generally, figures in mispacks aren't really worth anything. They might be worth something to somebody who wants to go out of their way and pick up mispacks, but usually it doesn't really mean they're worth anything. Package-wise, speaking of package, we've got a picture of Hulk at the top there. The Ed Norton Hulk. The Abomination comes with steel pipe weapon, as you can see right down here at the side. Steel pipe fits in hand. I would hope so. Picture of Abomination down below there. On the back, the other figures in this wave, we've got Hulk Abomination, we've got Power Punch Hulk, and finally Mega Clap Hulk. Collect all the Incredible Hulk action figures. You can also go to www.hasbro.com/Hulk. Website in English. Some crucial information to know as well. Brought to you also by the good folks at Hasbro. So that's packaging on the Abomination. What we're going to do is we're going to get this opened up, and we will have ourselves a better look at Abomination. Stay tuned, guys. There's so much more to come. And opening up your Abomination, you'll find yourself a little pamphlet, a little read-up on Abomination. It says, desperate for enough power to destroy Hulk, Emil Blonsky undergoes experimental treatment that heightens his strength and speed. His bones and muscles are flooded with powerful energy, but something goes horribly wrong. He soon mutates into the monster known as Abomination. Mad with power and just as strong as the Hulk, he rampages across New York. Only the Incredible Hulk has any hope of stopping him. It's a good battle at the end of that movie. It also says steel pipe fits in hand. Superposable figure. Unlike sadly the Hulk that I reviewed wasn't as superposable. And put that aside. Let's have a look at Abomination. He is gruesome. Definitely is gruesome. And gotta say, he is super articulated. They are absolutely right with that. We'll get into that in a second. Show you all the details. Got his spine going on there, some bones jetting out of his elbows. His hands, you can see some of the bones as well. Nicely detailed. I would say he's not well painted. He's kind of just got a single drab kind of color to him, with a few grays, some pink in there as well. But aside from that, he's kind of just like this one color, this one muddy kind of green, kind of swamp green. Maybe close up on his face. Certainly a figure that could have done with a Marvel Select version of him. That would have probably been very cool. A Marvel Select version of movie Hulk and movie Abomination. Sadly, they never released those. He does come with his pipe, his pre-crushed pipe, and you can put it in his hand, like so. Ooh, that pipe certainly. Ooh, can you imagine can you imagine what the pipe would be saying? It'd be like, "Oh God!" It'd be like, well, it's a good thing pipes don't talk, because that pipe would be screaming. Poor pipe's been crushed. It's neat enough, though. Oh, and it came apart. Is it supposed to come apart? Maybe it is. I don't know. It seems like it just snaps together. I don't know the reasoning why it would be two parts, unless you want to put a part in each hand. Pipe comes apart. There you go. We learn something new every day. In the way of Abomination's articulation, sadly his head is only on a swivel. So you can rotate it all the way around, but you can't move it up and down. It just kind of does that. He's got a mid-torso ball joint. His legs can bend out, forward, although you have to rotate the socket just enough that it will bend correctly. There's his gruesome feet. His knees, his legs can rotate at the knee. They can bend at the knee. His feet can rotate. They can also bend up and down. And his arms can move out. They can move around. You can rotate at the forearm. You can bend at the elbow. You can rotate at the hand. And that is it. He doesn't really have like a lot of articulation. He's a bit loose, unfortunately, in the torso area here. But one thing he doesn't have is the button gimmick that the Hulk had. In fact, for scale comparisons, let's bring in the Hulk so you can see the two. Certainly a big size difference between the two. And as I mentioned in the review of Hulk, if you can get your arms around him well enough, you can kind of have them, I guess, fighting one another, and you can kind of keep the Hulk's arms down. So, there you go. Or the Hulk can just smash his face. Hulk smash face! I guess scale-wise, they're about accurate to the movie. Hulk is just maybe a slight bit taller. But there you go. Move Hulk out of the way. Wrapping up the review of Abomination here. I do like it. You know, it does suffer a bit from just being a really bland color. There's not really a lot to the details on him. He's sculpted well, but it would be nice if maybe he had a little more color to him. Abomination, I'm going to give a 5, maybe a 5 too. There you go. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Incredible Hulk movie figures. We're looking today at Abomination. Oof, gotta get that looked at. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more Toy Spots to come, and I will see you guys next time.